So in today's class, let's see experiment number 5. Okay. So the given problem statement is, given a 4 variable logic expression, simplify it using appropriate technique and realize the simplified expression using 8:1 multiplexer IC and implement the same in HDL. So that implement the same in HDL we have already seen. Okay, so in the online class. So today we'll see, so given a variable expression, how to do that, implement it in hardware by using 8:1 mux. Okay, so they will give one 4 variable expression. So usually this expression will be changed. Like how we did in SOP POS, calculating SOP POS, the values were changed, right? So like this they may change. They may give some other values here, summation M, they may give some other don't care here. So what you are going to do? So given 4 variable expression, you will reduce it to 8. So here we will have 16 values. To reduce from 16 to 8, we are using technique called as MEV. So we are not doing as how we did in theory. Okay. So here map entered variable method, or it is also called as EVM. Okay. So one variable we are going to choose it as a MEV. Okay. So that variable is D. Okay. So what you will do? First, the given expression, you will represent it in the form of truth table. Okay, so this is a 4 variable truth table which is starting from 4 zeros to 4 ones. Okay, so here I have written the decimal number just for reference. Okay, so here what they have given 0, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. In those places I have placed 1. Okay, so 0, 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7, 1, 9, 1, 10, 1. Why? Because they have given in the question. Okay, so in the place of don't care, so let us place don't care. So here 1, 4, 12, 13. Okay, so after in the remaining places we will place 0. So this is how you need to write the truth table. Once you write the truth table, so you need to club two lines. Okay, so how you are going to club? So each time when you club 2 lines, so you need to compare D value with F value. Why only D and F value? ABC value remains as it is. So here in both the lines ABC value is 0, 0, 0. Okay. So here when D is 0, F is 1. When D is 1, F is don't care, we will consider it as 1. It can be considered as 0 or 1, but we are considering it as 1. Let us consider it as 1 for the uniformity. Okay. So here also 1, here also 1. This F is not depending on D. Okay. So this you will get, you can reduce these two as 1. So this will be your D naught, first input for your multiplexer, which in theory we called it as I naught. Okay. So any representation you can use. So similarly, see the next 2 lines. Here also if you can observe, ABC values are not changed. Okay. So when D is equal to 0, F is 0. When D is equal to 1, F is 0. So value is not changed. These two you can reduce to 0. So this will be your D1. So see the next 2 lines. Again ABC values remain same. So here when this is 0, this is 1. This is 1, this is 1. Okay. So here also you will get 1. D2. Okay. So next, here this is 0, this is 1, this is 1, this is 1. So this will be 1. See, now you observe ABC values are 1 and the same. When D is 0, what is the output? 0. When D is 1, what is the output? 1. So the output is exactly same as D. So these 2 lines I can club by writing it as D. This will be D4. Okay. So next, see here when D is 0, output is 1. When this is 1, output is 0. So what exactly we are getting? We are getting D bar. So this will be your D5. So now tell me what these 2 will? Yes, it will be 1 and this will be your D6 and this will be 0 and this will be your D7 exactly. Okay. So next we need to write the circuit. Okay. So to write the circuit, let me tell you how to write the truth table first. Okay. So because you cannot by heart this truth table also. So what will remain same in the truth table? See, we are going to have 2 truth tables. So when D is equal to 0, D is equal to 1. Why? See here we got D as well as D bar. Correct? Okay. So we don't have this D as well as D bar in binary. So what do we have? We have just only 0 or 1. So to this D also you need to place 0 or 1. We don't know what exactly it takes. So we are trying out both the things. When D is equal to 0, one truth table you will have. D is equal to 1, one truth table you will have. Okay. So now how do you fill this truth table? So the select lines, you know, 8:1 multiplexer will have 3 select lines. Okay. So how do you write these 3 select lines? 2 power 3, that truth table you will write. So that will give you 0002 111. Okay, so while filling this input column, you need to refer these 8 inputs. Okay, so now what is the value of D0? D0 value is 1. So 1 and 0 in that values will not change with respect to D is equal to 0 and D is equal to 1. So what is next? D1 is 0. Next is 1. Next is 1. D3. D4 is D. D value is 0 according to this truth table. So we are going to consider it as 0. D bar value, D5 is D bar. So here 0, that's why it is 1. Okay. So next 1, 0. So your input will be same as output. Correct? No? So when your select line is 0, 0, 0, this input goes to the output. So this will be 1, 0, 1, 1. You can copy from this column. Okay. So similarly, how do you write this one? Again, by looking at the input values. So D0 is 1. So this is 0. This is 1, 1. After that you have D. Here D is equal to 1. You can change the truth table, vary it here, depending on the value of the D. Next you have D bar. So that's why here it will be 0. So next 2 lines it will remain as it is. Okay. So the same thing you will copy here also. So coming to the circuit diagram, so you need to know the pinout diagram of 8:1 MUX IC. So we have a ready available IC for this. IC number is 74151. It is a 16-pin IC. You can refer the pinout diagram which is present in the page number 37. Okay. So that pinout diagram will tell you the function of each and every pin which is given by the manufacturer. Okay, so as I said, this is a 16-pin IC. So left side you have 1 to 8. Here you have 9 to 16 pin. Okay, so here 8 pin is for ground. Observe that. So 16 pin is for VCC. Okay, so next we need 8 inputs. Correct. So if you observe carefully, pin number 1, 2, 3, 4 are D0, D1, D2, D3 pins. Correct. So but it is in the opposite way. Okay, so similarly, so here 15, 14, 13, 12. So these are the input pins to the right side, correct? So there you have from D4 to D3 to D7, right? Okay, so did you get that one? So next you have, after this 4 pins, we have 5th and 6th pin. So if you observe, these 2 are the output pins in the pinout diagram. Okay, so pin number 5 will give you the actual output. Pin number 6 will give you the negated output. So now if you observe this truth table, so do we have the negated output or actual output? We have the actual output. So you need to connect output to pin number 5. Okay, so pin number 6 is not connected in our experiment. Okay, so next we have pin number 7. So pin number 7 is a enable pin. So to enable this particular IC, we need to make use of this enable pin. Okay, so sometimes you will enable a IC by giving enable is equal to 0 or enable is equal to 1. If you enable the IC by giving 0, they are called as active low ICs. If you enable a IC by giving 1, then they are called as active high IC. So this MUX IC is a active low IC. So what you need to do? Pin number 7, you need to give it to 0 or ground. Okay, so here 1 to 8 pins we have discussed. Okay, so here 9, 10, 11, those 3 are the select lines. So please remember and by heart like this only. So S0, S1, S2. So there ABC is there in your manual. Please change this pin number 11 to S0. Okay, so this to 10 and this to 9. So please follow the same notation so that your LSB and MSB will match with this truth table. Okay, so pin number S0 is, pin number 11 is S0, pin number 10 is S1, pin number 9 is S2. Okay, so now let us write the circuit diagram. So you need to write like this. So you need to name, this is 8:1 Mux IC, the number is 74151. So let us make the common connection which doesn't vary with any of the given expression. So for that, pin number 8, you will connect it to ground. So whenever you insert the IC, so you need to insert such that the notch comes up. Okay, so you need to make the common connection. So 8 to ground, pin number 16 to VCC. Okay, so after this, I said pin number 7 you need to connect it to ground. So what we usually do is pin number 7 and pin number 8 we will short and we will connect it to ground. Okay, so after this we have the output pin number 5. Let us connect it to output. Let us see in the connection how to do that pin. So after these will not vary with respect to any circuit. Along with this, select lines will also remain same. So what I said, this not S1, S2, the LSB and MSB should match with your truth table. So this has to be connected to pin number 11, pin number 10 and pin number 9. So now, except these 8 inputs, we are done with all the remaining things. So now let us write D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, D7. Okay, so 0 to 8 inputs. So what are the pin numbers? What is the pin number for D0 input? So look at the pin out diagram and tell me. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pin number for D4? 15, 14, 13, 12. So D7 is pin number 12. Am I correct? Okay, so now to make the connections. So usually the different types of input what you will get is, you will get 0, 1, D, D bar. These are the only 8 inputs. Okay, so these are the only 4 types of input from which you will get these 8 input. So let us start making the connection. Let us consider 0. Do we have permanent 0? So why do we call this as permanent 0 and why do we call this as permanent 1? So because it doesn't vary with D. Okay, so that's why these are the permanent zeros for this particular expression. So how many permanent zeros we have? 2 we have. Okay, so it is D1 as well as D7. Okay, so let us club. So please observe carefully. D1 I am clubbing it with D7. These two I am shorting. So don't get confused. D1 and D2 D7 I am shorting and I am giving 0 for this one. Okay, I will show you in the circuit how to give 0. Next, let us see how many permanent ones we have in this experiment. So here 1, 2, 3, 4. So all these 4 we need to club. What are the things that I should club D0 with? I should club D0 with D2. Then I should club with D3. Then D6. Okay, so for these 4, D0, D2, D3, D6, I am giving permanent 1. Okay, so next we are done with 0, we are done with 1. So next D bar. Okay, so D, where you need to connect? So D, we have D in D4. Okay, so for D4 pin, I need to connect D. So what is the pin number of D4? 15. I will write here. Later you will get confused. So 1 where we have connected? 1 we have connected to pin number 4 as well as pin number 2, pin number 1 and pin number 13. 0 we have connected to pin number 3, that is D1, comma pin number 12. Okay. So next we have D bar at D5. So D bar doesn't exist. How do you get D bar? By using the NOT gate. So let me take one connection from D. Let me pass it through the NOT gate and this output I am going to give it to D5. So here I am giving D5 at pin number 14. Okay. So as soon as I write any gate, I need to write the pin out diagram. So in the previous experiment we have seen how to write the pin numbers for the basic gates. So here we are considering first gate. Let me take 1 and 2. 1 as the input, 2 as the output. So this completes the circuit diagram. Afterwards you can cross check. So all the out of 16 pins, all the 15 pins are occupied. Only pin number 6 is not connected. Okay, so you can cross check here. So we are done with 1, 2, 3, 4, then 12, 13, 14, 15. So it means that our circuit is correct. Okay, so now let's see the implementation of this one.